In this video, I will show you how to AFK fungal mages for quite some money. This method highly depends on the price of a cursed ashes, so it might currently be less or more profitable than the title of this video suggests. So to AFK fungal mages efficiently, you need a few things. First, you need level 108 archaeology for the Death Note relic. Without this relic, this method will not be very profitable. Another thing that is nice to have, but not required, is the Olva coil. And lastly, you need at least 82 magic and 70 defense. There are also some other things that might come in handy, but I'll explain those later. This is the setup I used for getting the most kills per hour at fungal mages. Wearing lower tier armor and weapons is fine, but you will just get less kills. As your armor, you wear full subjugation, and in your pocket an illuminated godbook. As your weapon, you need an augmented Staff of Limitless Air. The perks that are on it I will show you in a little bit. Auras don't really add a lot of kills here, but the aura rotation I used is Moderate Aura, Dark Magic, followed by Maniacal. You can also use Vampirism if you don't feel like taking a healing Emmy. In your cape slot, you wear Mage Skin Cape, and as Emmy, a Blood Arcane Stream necklace for healing. As your ring, you wear a Reaver's ring, or if you don't have one, an Asylum Surgeon's ring. Your quiver can stay empty as you don't need prayer or runes here because of your limitless air staff. And this is the ability bar I used. You can also use your own ability bar if you want. Just make sure you prioritize area of effect abilities. For my weapon, I use the following perks. The perks are more of a nice to have thing, since it only adds about 15 kills. I also use the following relics from archaeology. In your inventory, you should take your Oda coil and cannonballs, a herb bag, and some notepaper, depending on the price of the Norwegian mushrooms. You can also take a spirit gem bag if you have one, as they drop quite a few spirit gems. The Arch Journal is for a teleport close to a bank and the fungal mages. You should also take one of each drop as seen in my inventory, so you don't have to reorganize it every time. You don't need aggro pots here, as your coil will take care of the aggression. As for utility items, you absolutely need the Lorehound pet, as you require the extra loot range to loot everything. And you will need the Death Note relic. You can also take the Charming Imp, Herbicide, and Seedicide to grind or pick up items for you. If you have the Restocking Cannon perk from the Artisan's Workshop, you won't have to restock your Oda coil either. So, with the setup I've shown in this video, you can expect about 1050 kills per hour at fungal mages. auras can add about 5 to 15 kills to the number above. If you don't want to augment your stuff, you can expect about 1035 kills. And if you don't have an oiler coil, 910 kills per hour. The amount of money you can make from this method highly depends on what the price of the ashes currently is. The prices of the other items don't really change a lot. So just calculate whatever the price of the accursed ashes is and multiply it by 1050. If the result seems worth your time, then go kill some fungal mages. Keep in mind that fungal mages do cost about 1.1 mil per hour in cannonballs and divine charges. I also made an image that shows how many of each drop you can expect per hour on average. And this is the loot I got from 14 hours of killing them. So as you can see, they're pretty good. Once you have everything you need, head to the polypore dungeon, climb down one level, and walk north. When you're there, place your oil coil in the middle of the room and walk one tile diagonally from the fungi, so you can area loot all the drops. Then turn on auto retaliate and start fighting. Where oil coil starts decaying, click on it once to renew its timer. If you don't have the restocking cannon perk, click on your coil whenever it's empty. You want to loot the area about once a minute, so set an alert for that in Alt 1. This is because accursed ashes have this weird thing where they just despawn randomly if you wait any longer. Overloads and prayer are too expensive to use here for the extra kills they give. You can disassemble the neem groups for simple parts. You can take a Vecna skull for a few more kills per hour. I hope you enjoyed this video and perhaps learned something from it. If you like my content, please consider leaving a like or subscribe. Until next time.